Welcome, dear students. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss the topic level of service. So, what is level of service? Level of service is a part and a frequently used term and a concept of transportation planning, especially in urban planning. And a transport planner uh, finds it very useful for various surveys. So, the knowledge of level of service, which is usually abbreviated as LOS, is something which a transport planner finds very useful for various surveys, and it also helps in planning not only for the existing but also for upcoming or new projects. And the level of service in transportation has a very big impact on how long your trip will take, and it is very critical part of transport planning. The objective of level of service is to ensure that all the travelers will be able to reach their destinations on time with the minimum level of discomfort and inconvenience. And a level of service, we can say it is a way to objectively measure the performance of the transport systems, and in most of the cases it actually measures how well a system will deliver a certain level of service. Capacity standards are normally fixed in relation to the level of service that is adopted for the design, and it is defined as a qualitative measure which describes the operational conditions within a traffic stream and their perception by the road users. Road users means the drivers or passengers, etc. And level of service usually describes these conditions in terms of various factors, say like the speed, the travel time, the freedom to maneuver, the traffic interruptions, the comfort, convenience, and also the safety. And usually there are six levels of services that are recognized, and they are designated from A to F. So that we say level A or level LOSA, that is level of service A, or LOSB, likewise from A to F we designate this. And here LOSA or the level A represents the best operating condition, that is free flow. And the level of service, like I told you, it is a concept of town planning, and so a knowledge of all these levels helps in town planning. And F, when we say level of service F or level F, it indicates the worst, that is it indicates a forced or breakdown flow. And on urban roads, the level of service is affected by various factors like the heterogeneity of the traffic, then the speed regulations, then there may be various interaction in intersections, so frequency of these intersections, or the presence of bus stops, then on street parking, roadside commercial activities, etc. And level of service, we can say, like I told you, it can be designated from say A to F. And this LOS or level of service is a qualitative measure which is used to symbolize the quality of traffic services, and it is also used to examine the highways by categorizing the traffic flow and allocating quality levels based on performances like the speed, density, etc. Now here, like I told you, each of these levels, so we'll see what it is. Say the first one, that is level A. So A is considered as the best quality of traffic, where the driver can enjoy his drive with better flow as well as speed of their own choice. And here, like you see, there will be no restriction in maneuvering, whereas like I told you in the beginning, that is F will stand for the worst quality of traffic and A stands for the best quality of traffic. And here in this case, that is in level A, there is a high level of physical and psychological comfort even for the drivers. Now when it comes to level B, level of service B, here there is a traffic flow where the speed of the vehicle is maintained, and the flexibility for moving between the lanes within the traffic will be slightly limited as compared to that of A. And here there is a high level of, here also there is a high level of physical as well as psychological comfort to the drivers. Now coming to C. So C stands for a stable flow. That is, here the flow is stable, or say we can say nearly free flow, and the mobility of changing lanes requires the driver's attention, and it is noticeably limited compared to the other one, that is earlier ones. and experienced drivers are comfortable, and the minor occurrences may not have a great effect, but the service will show noticeable effects, and there is a chance of traffic delays, unlike that in A or B. So here you can see, like in the figure, it see, there is freedom to maneuver, which is but slightly restricted, and also queues may be formed behind any significant blockage. So that is level of service C. When it comes to say level D, so here D signifies proceed towards the unstable flow, and here the speed decreases because the number of vehicles will slightly increase, and also the freedom for changing the lanes within the traffic stream will be quite limited, and the driver's level of comfort also will decrease, and there is a minor occurrence on the roads that can create delays for the others as well, and this is usually found common on urban streets during the time of peak hours. So that's what you see here, level of service D. Now coming to LOS E, or level of service E. So E also represents something sort of unstable flow here, because of the lesser or unusable gap. The flow becomes irregular, and also the speed can increase or decrease, and the traffic will rarely reach to its appropriate limit, or say the suggested limit. And here the speed is say nearly or above 50 kilometers per hour, and the level of comfortability in this flow will become poor for the driver. That is in the case of level of service E. And mostly in urban areas, the problem is faced because of the road congestion, which cannot be changed. Now coming to the level of service F. So this is level of service F leads to a breakdown of the flow. So this is mainly because there will be interruption, and also there will be queues that will form behind the breakdown points, and here in this case the demand will be greater than that of the capacity. And a highway may the time for traveling is also not predicted usually, and it usually takes more than its capacity. And we can say that a highway can face a level of service say D during its busy hours, with C some days, and also F at various other days, or even once in a week. So that's all about level of service. So we just have a revision. So A means it indicates free flow with very low volume and high speed, and B, it indicates the zone of stable flow, and here the operating speed will be restricted by the traffic conditions. And when it comes to level C, it is still in the zone of stable flow, but here the speed and also the maneuverability will be controlled by the higher volume. And say when it comes to level D, again this will approach unstable flow, and the operating speed will be tolerable, but considerably it is affected by the changes in the operating conditions. And level E cannot be described by the speed alone, and it has to be determined by volumes at or very near the highway capacity. And level F, this is the level here. There are forced operations at low speed, which results in volumes that is below the capacity, and this also leads to a breakdown of the flow, and this is what level F indicates. Now here you can see the evaluation on level of service for road traffic. So here level of service is given in the first column, then the states of vehicle flow. So you can see in level A, the smooth driving will be comparatively smooth. In level B, stable vehicle flow. In level C also, even in the third column you can see the average speed, vehicle speed in these levels are also indicated. And level C is also stable vehicle flow, but the average speed is considerably reduced compared to that of B. And level D, there is less stable vehicle flow. Again here the average speed is considerably reduced, and likewise level E and level F. So that's all for today. We'll see the remaining in the next class.